Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about a response video to Asian Eyes Dragon's video about how topping a YCS takes no skill. Yu-Gi-Oh! Takes no skill confirmed. Not entirely sure what the title is. And I decided to take a little bit different spin on it. Obviously, I disagree with them. So, because I disagree with them, I'm going to do a video about the top 10 reasons why Yu-Gi-Oh! Takes skill. Coming in at number 10 is actually going to be tiebreakers. For those who have never been to a major regional or YCS event, what a tiebreaker is, it basically is the difference between, in some cases, you topping a regional, you getting your national ticket at regional, and you not. If you don't know, tiebreakers are basically they take who your wins are and who your losses are and compare them to people with your record against their wins and their losses. And the reason that that takes skill, even though it wouldn't seem like it, is because those who have previously done well at events and those who have previously done very good at events, like people with skill, will be starting out at a higher spot at the table. Coming in at number 9 is ability to read the player. This is actually a huge part of Yu-Gi-Oh! That a lot of people don't truly grasp at the casual level or at the beginner level, but at the later level, they can. See, being able to read the player basically means being able to figure out if the person that you're facing is a person that's going to be more of a laid back person, and if you max see them, they're not going to play into it, or if they're going to be an aggressive person, they're going to try to put their entire hand on the field and they're going to try to kill you as quickly as possible. Coming in at number 8 is lack of misplays. The lack of misplays basically means that you understand your deck so well that in most circumstances on every single turn that you use the most optimized route that your hand can possibly create from your deck. Coming in at number 7 is actually poise. This is actually one that a lot of people wouldn't assume Yu-Gi-Oh! Has. It's the ability to know and understand that people who have been down before in Yu-Gi-Oh! And card advantage have still come back to win. People who were losing the duel, not in life points, but in card advantage. People with poise and a lot of skill understand that they can continue and potentially still win. Coming in at number 6 is actually deck choices. This is couples with another one that's going to be later on this list. Deck choice is very important, very essential. Slager tries to turn this on someone and says that all you have to really do is pick up 3 boxes of ABC Buster or Seto Kaiba's structure deck and you're going to have a meta deck. That really isn't what I'm saying here. What I'm saying here is picking a deck that properly counters the meta. I remember that there was a top 16 at a regional in the middle of like January that was Necros Kaiju in a format that was basically defined by like Pepe and Cosmos and Monarchs. Necros Kaiju topped because it countered the meta so well. It's choosing decks like that that take a lot of skill. Coming in at number 5 is ability to remain calm under pressure situations. Now this may have a lot to do with poise, but really what poise is in a specific duel. What I'm talking about here is, for example, at my last regional, I played Domain Monarchs. I started the regional 0-2 and realized that the only way I was going to top, or at least get my ticket to national, was if I won the remainder of the duels. And so I didn't lose another duel until 6 duels later, which I was very disappointed on, and then I won the duel after that. And you have to have, as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, you have to have a certain amount of skill, and I by no means have a lot of skill when it comes to this game. But you have to have a certain amount of skill to not get down on yourself in your head, and you have to realize that yes, the situation is bad, yes, the situation is dire, but I still need to play my best possible game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And people without skill aren't going to do that kind of thing. They're just going to give up as soon as they see, once again, as soon as they see a sign of trouble. Coming in at number 4 is understanding the meta. Understanding what decks you're going to see and what decks you're going to face. This is going to extremely influence not only your main deck choices, but definitely your side deck choices. And a person without skill is not going to understand the meta very well. Coming in at number 3 is understanding how you play your deck. I always say Yu-Gi-Oh! Is 90% skill, 10% luck, because even though Team APS recently posted a video about how their takes, it's odd enough, can I just get off a little tangent here, that right when one main popular Yu-Gi tuber posted a video about how Yu-Gi-Oh! Takes has no luck and is 100% skill, another Yu-Gi tuber posted a video about how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all luck and takes no skill. It's just really funny to see. But anyway, I say Yu-Gi-Oh! Is 90% skill, 10% luck. 10% luck obviously takes place there, but 30% of the 90% is how you play the deck. It's playing the right card at the right time. It's knowing how not to misplay and how to use the most optimized versions of your deck at all opportunities. Coming in at number two is deck building. This is the other 60% because you said Yu-Gi-Oh takes 90% skill, 10% luck, 30% is playing the deck, 60% is deck building. Now, a lot of people say that net decking is actually takes no skill at all, but I disagree with that 100%, and here's why. Net decking is hard because you have to decide which deck you're going to net deck. The best of the best decks have multiple great decks. You could use Team Samurai X1's deck that he just topped with an ABC region. You could use the ABC deck that just got second at YCS Liverpool. You could use so many different versions of this deck, different versions, different decks. You can even net deck and change it around to your deck. And then there's actually trying to build a deck on your own, because in essence, everyone's going to net deck. No one's going to run ABCs without triple A, triple B, triple C, without the gadgets, without certain cards. But some people may run it with transmodify, some people may not, and that takes a lot of skill. Deck building takes a lot. I remember one region I went to, someone said they were dead tired, not because they had to get up so early, but because they were up 5 o'clock in the morning perfecting their deck. Coming in at number one is you don't subscribe to Slaydra. Slaydra has had crap content, in my opinion, for like the last 2 years. He was one of the very first people I subscribed to for YugiTube, and just as time has progressed onward, he's gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. But yeah, I unsubscribed to him a couple months ago, and I think you should too.
Take a chance to make it all the way. Take a chance, forgetting yesterday.